Logan, what do you think?
Good.
Good. He always is satisfied. Dylan, what do you think?
Banana.
I think that's a yes. Two more recipes today from the True Roots Cookbook, and it's my favorite day because it's baking day and I love to bake. But I'm not familiar with too many gluten-free products, so this is a new territory for me. But it's perfect because my son's school is having a bake sale tomorrow, and I thought what a great idea to just have some gluten-free options for those kids or people that are gonna be buying that can't really have things with gluten. So this is gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna be making the oatmeal zucchini muffins and the classic chocolate chip cookie. And you know that I'm the cookie queen. I love chocolate chip cookies. There's always chocolate chip cookies in my house on demand. We have a big jar, it's always full. But this chocolate chip cookie recipe is gluten-free and it has some interesting ingredients in it. So I'm gonna be trying it today, making everything, and then sending them off tomorrow for the bake sale at my son's school. I hope these kids and parents really love it and they appreciate that they have some gluten-free options for them as well. So let's get started. Here are all my ingredients that I'll be using for that oatmeal zucchini muffin cups. And one thing that I haven't used before is this hemp seed, and it calls for it. So this is something new for me. I've never used this before, but pretty much everything else, it's like regular ingredients, except that it doesn't have any dairy and it does not have any flour, any gluten. So here we go, let's get started. So I also forgot to mention that this recipe is not only gluten-free, but it's also refined sugar-free and dairy-free. And I'm using this almond milk that I pick up at Costco. It's organic and it's perfect for this recipe and it's unsweetened. And no baking recipe is complete without my trusty KitchenAid mixer. This is my pride and joy in my kitchen, and of course it gets lots and lots of use in this kitchen. So I'm gonna use it to make my muffins and make my cookies. So let's get started. All the ingredients prepped and ready to go to make the oatmeal zucchini muffin cups. And this is everything portioned off, ready to go, because precise measurements are always very important when in baking. And what's good about this recipe is that you don't have to like mix things one thing at a time. It really just says put everything in the mixer. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm starting with the bananas. Mash them up. My batter is ready to go in the muffin cups. The recipe calls to just spray your muffin tins and then put the batter in, but because I'm using it for the bake sale, I want it to look a little bit pretty. So I'm gonna be using these bags, paper bags, regular paper bags, and cut them up into squares and then make little, kind of like little cupcakes or something like that for it to hold all the muffins. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. You're gonna take your bag and then you're gonna cut this part, see, just like this on the seam. So then you're gonna have this piece, right? And then you're gonna cut it along this other part where the other seam is, see? And then you're gonna fold it into threes. So you're gonna fold it into three. It's like 3 equal pieces. See? And now you're gonna fold that into half. You're gonna cut that. And you're gonna cut all your other pieces. Make sure you cut all the pieces. Then you're gonna end up with these little squares. Look how pretty they look. So these are the oatmeal zucchini muffin cups. And I made my own little muffin cup liner, and they're perfect. And now the muffin cups are ready to go in the oven for about 20 minutes. It was a super simple recipe. I'm hoping that the kids like it and that it'll be a good option for those that can't really do dairy and gluten. So in our house, we're really big on smoothies, my husband especially, and he's always making us some yummy smoothies. So today I'm gonna try one of the recipes from the True Roots cookbook. It's called the Should Be Dessert Smoothie. It sounds interesting, but also delicious. You can't go wrong with a smoothie dessert. One of the things that I am happy about is that it uses one product that I always have at hand in my house with my kids, and it's the superfoods from Amazing Grace. I've actually used this a lot for my boys. Instead of like chocolate milk, I put this on them. I put them on their pancakes. So I love this stuff, and this recipe calls for that. One of the things that I've never put on a smoothie before is cauliflower. This should be interesting, but we'll see. And another thing I've never used is cocoa nibs. So this is the recipe for this, smoothie. So here we go. I hope my boys like it. I'm sure it has bananas and it has chocolate, and of course the powder that they're usually used to. So I'm sure that they'll love it. So let's get started. So that was simple enough. Just dump everything in there. Now we're just going to whip it up. So this recipe is complete, and it was quick and easy and simple. And let's just see. It actually tastes really good. This is a win. I know my boys are gonna like it. Here's our breakfast. I got that muffin with the smoothie. Logan, what do you think?
Good.
Good. He's always satisfied. Dylan, what do you think?
Banana.
I think that's a yes. And Blake? He's my picky eater. So we love this recipe so much for the Should Be Dessert smoothie that I decided to make little packets, individual packets to have at hand in our freezer whenever we want to make this. So pretty much all of the ingredients except for the coconut milk I put in these little packets, and they're ready to go whenever we're ready to have it. So great idea for meal prepping, especially for us busy parents. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe and check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.